So I recently just bought the brand new Adidas ULTRABOOST SUMMER.RDY, and I wanted to go ahead and give this thing a review from a casual perspective, but also compare it to two of the other newer models from Adidas in the ULTRABOOST lane as well. And this is the ULTRABOOST PB and then the ULTRABOOST 20. Let's go ahead and get into the video and compare these three sneakers. What is going on, guys? Hes here, collectivekicks.com. If you guys would like to shop this week's top sneaker deals, check the link in the description, as well as if you guys would like to buy any of these sneakers that I'm going to be showing you in this video, including the brand new ULTRABOOST SUMMER.RDY, I believe it is RDY. Unless it stands for something else that somebody else knows about, drop a comment and let me know. That's what I'm going to be going with. But this is the newest version of an Adidas ULTRABOOST pair of sneakers. It's not the Adidas ULTRABOOST 20 SUMMER.RDY. It's just called the SUMMER.RDY. It does share a lot of similar characteristics to the ULTRABOOST 20 as well as the same price tag. I would also say the fit is the same as the ULTRABOOST 20s as well as the PBs, which is true to size for myself. But if you already have the other two, is it worth buying these for the summer or not? I hopefully will discuss that with you in this video. There's definitely a couple things about this shoe that I really like. There's a couple things I actually dislike about it as well. But ultimately, your feet are your feet and my feet are mine. So, you know, we have a difference in probably opinion. So it's always worth trying these out if you get a chance on feet first. If you can't go into the store and try them on, you can always buy them from Adidas and then return them later if they don't fit just right. But these sort of came out of nowhere. Like, I didn't even know Adidas was going to be dropping another version of an ULTRABOOST. And anytime I see a variation, I think it's one of those things that people like myself are really interested in anytime they have a new version of an ULTRABOOST. But maybe the general sneaker population, like people out there, aren't interested in them. But I'm a comfort sneaker kind of guy, and like I love to know when there's a new version of something that is out there so I could give it a try. At the end of the day, all three versions of these ULTRABOOSTs that have released in 2020 are really great options. I mean, it has fundamentally the same midsole and outsole, so the same comfort on the bottom of your feet. It just depends on how you like your uppers, and that's really something that is a little bit different on each one of these three. So really, these are more like micro adjustments to your feet. Then there might be just a couple differentiations on the uppers that may make you interested in one more than the other. And so hopefully I'll be able to cover those in this video. Again, if you guys are interested in buying any of these, check the links in the description at $180. The ULTRABOOST 20 has been down as low as $98 on sale, and this is a steal for that price point in my opinion. I mean, anytime you can get a pair of these that are retail much higher for like half price, it's really a good deal. So I will put the links in, but also follow collectivekicks.com as I post the Adidas sales really heavy, especially these sneakers here that I like to review. And just sitting out here on the side, I do have a pair of the SL20s, which I recently reviewed, which is actually a $100 pair of sneakers that I got for $54 or something. And this pair of sneakers is actually really surprising for what you get for that price point of $100 retail. So these are actually definitely worth a look as well if you have not considered Adidas for running sneakers or just everyday casual sneakers. I'd say that these are somewhat in line with the Pegasus 37s from Nike almost. I mean, it's kind of in the same vein, but you can get these much cheaper. So, but I'll cover that in just a little bit. I guess we'll bring it back here and start off with the brand new version of the ULTRABOOST SUMMER.RDY. And you can see I got the murdered out black colorway with little hits of Volt, and I really like this colorway. I mean, on feet it looks really slick, and the details are kind of more hidden on the sneaker because of this specific colorway, but I like that there's just little subtle accents of Volt. I think they actually could have added like maybe a piping around here in Volt or something else on the back, because on the back there's nothing that shows the Volt off. But I like in the very front, kind of nice and bright, it is the ULTRABOOST logo that's fused on over top of this upper. And the upper is really where things are much different than we've seen on some of the other ULTRABOOSTs. So I don't know if you can see it, but there's a couple panels right here in the middle, as well as on the sides right here, that are actually really breathable. It's really lightweight in those sections, and you can actually see right through them and you feel right through it when you're walking in the shoe. If you're running in these shoes, I can see why they're called SUMMER.RDY, because those ventilation holes feel like a cold air intake, I guess, for like a motor. And it's taking in the air and kind of sweeping them in your feet. And it does give you like a cooling sensation when you have them on, which I thought was kind of cool. Like, you can actually feel it. However, I will say for a SUMMER.RDY shoe, there is a couple modifications that they probably needed to make to this shoe to make it that much more breathable, because up around the collar section is extremely tight. It's really snug. You can see you have a Primeknit liner that actually goes up and around the neoprene, and this kind of, it doesn't actually irritate your foot too much because it's soft enough, but it's just a little bit of a nuisance. I just don't know why they put that extra guard over top of the neoprene. In fact, I would say the ULTRABOOST PB actually does a better job of more of a minimalistic approach and more of a summer ready sort of feel, climate cool or whatever feel on your feet, because it has a lot of ventilation holes in the upper as well, and it's just a lighter weight material over top versus this one that has that Primeknit over top of it for some reason. But ultimately, like I said, these are just micro adjustments to your feet. Like if you like the midsole and the cushioning, some of these other things you'll get used to no matter what, and some people's feet might not even bother them at all. The midsole, as I was saying, is the same as the ULTRABOOST 20, and you could see that this one is blacked out, which I like, and it was not an upcharge. Back when Adidas started to color boost, it was actually an extra $20, usually for the upgraded versions, I guess, but you could see it is colored too, because the raw boost is on the bottom, which is white, and on the sides it's just painted black, as you could see. I don't know how they actually paint these black, but they do a really good job, and I haven't seen any of them chip away or anything like that after wearing them a lot. And then the back section here, you do have the same heel cage as the ULTRABOOST 20. You can see that little piping wraps around the heel, and then the stitching is up the back of the shoe. But this is again weird where it goes up excessively high where it doesn't need to. As for the cage of the shoe, this one is another one that doesn't have a cage, which I really like. The PB didn't have a cage either, so it's kind of similar to that. But you have the ULTRABOOST 20 that does have that cage right there. But this has a Primeknit upper, but it's not like the ULTRABOOST 20, so it's not near as stretchy or flexible. It's only stretchy in certain sections like the tongue, but instead of the cage on the sides, which usually holds the laces, you have a pretty heavy fused on 3 stripes right here along the side. And then you also do have some synthetic material that's reinforced inside and out for the laces, and then it looks like they have almost Nike fly wire that's popping out and holding on to the laces themselves. And then you do have a little tab here with the Adidas logo that is also kind of a fused material. And for the tongue, it is attached similar to the ULTRABOOST 20, but as you can see, it's actually attached much lower and much more snug. So there's not a lot of flex here. Once it gets on your foot, this thing is like a sock around your ankle, which it's kind of summer ready, but also kind of like wearing socks in summer. But anyways, on the sole of the shoe, also they did something a little different here. They cut out the midsection here. I don't know if it's actually lighter than the Continental rubber, or they just wanted to make it translucent and add it for a stylistic element to the shoe, and it kind of accents this torsion system a little bit more, as you can see through it in this little neon section right there. But they did do a little cutout here of a different see-through type of rubber on the bottom, and then you have the Continental on the front and the backs of the soles. So it kind of looks cool, especially since you can see it kind of on the side as well. It's a little bit of that neon look, which again I like. Anyway, some of the differences for these 3 uppers that I just wanted to point out for you guys. The ULTRABOOST 20 features a Primeknit upper. It has a cage on it, and the back section is actually really plush and pillowy and soft. And this one is the most stretchy upper that gives you like kind of more of a natural feel on feet, not anything confined, which is my personal preference. I actually like this one the best out of the 3, just knocking that out right now, just because of the softness of the back and the overall feel of the Primeknit upper on feet. I think that personally is a match for me. But if you're looking for more of a breathable upper, both of these offer breathable options. One thing that I didn't really like about this shoe was this little section right here is really thin, and the collar kind of digs in your ankles a little bit, or at least it did on mine, and that was kind of a bummer. But if you wear big enough socks to cover the collar or the ankles or whatever, you're going to be totally fine. Some people might not actually like that fit. If you actually prefer like the sock-like fit, then this one is probably the better option. This is like a 2-piece upper with the tongue and then the outside, and then this one is a 1-piece upper with the tongue attached to the entire upper. So those are kind of the differences between these ones. Ultimately, it just depends on what you want for your feet. If you've never tried any of them, I guess just take some of the things that I've mentioned. Again, my personal preference is just the regular ULTRABOOST 20. Maybe it's because I broke this one in by far the most because I've worn this one a ton, but it's really comfortable. I like that stretchy Primeknit upper that you can feel your toes wiggle in the shoe. It just has like an extra freedom feel, but these are really good options as well. I can honestly appreciate the structure of these ones, and when I wore them outside with the kids, we went on a quick walk and stuff, you can definitely feel the air ventilation through the shoe, which is a plus. I actually wore these without socks too, but again, gets a little bit warm around the collar for myself. Comparatively though, Adidas does make these, and I've already mentioned it, but the SL20s with the light strike, I did a separate review video on this shoe. It features the light strike technology instead of boost. This is much more lightweight than the other options that you could see out here. So if you're looking for a lighter shoe, and the summer ready versions are $120, this one's $100 on their website. And again, I got them for like 50 something dollars on sale, and this is a tremendous shoe for the price point. If you have the choice between any of those 3 for $180 or this one for like $56, if you can get them for those sale prices, I think this is a much better deal. It's a lot of bang for the buck, and the light strike technology is actually really good. So that's kind of my thoughts on the Summer Ready though. I think it looks really cool, and this colorway is really rad, and it's a shoe that I can see myself wearing. It's just a little bit too snug around the collar section for myself. I might actually try to modify it a little bit just to make it fit my foot a little bit better. I don't know what I would do, but if you haven't tried any of them, maybe if this one hits some of the spots that you guys really like, then this might be the better alternative for you. Just depends on your feet and what you kind of like. But all of these shoes here that I've shown you can be done casually and are really great all-around sneakers. I can't stress that enough for the ULTRABOOST 20 and the Summer Readies and even the PBs. They're all really good shoes that you could wear for running or gym or like just casual like I wear to the grocery store and stuff. I mean, they're just all around comfort shoes. Hopefully you guys found the video helpful. If you guys did, drop a like on the video. Again, if you guys want to buy any of these 4 pairs of sneakers out here, I'll drop a link in the description for you guys as well. Have a good rest of the day. Subscribe if you guys are new to my channel or haven't subscribed yet. Hit that notification bell to be notified of when my videos are posted. Have a great rest of the day. Peace, guys.